It's
All
that new
that work, you can't
technology.
figure it out.
It's
It's,
that new
yeah, that new
technology, Herm.
technology, Herm.
She named me Dale, Darrell, Walter, Richard, Petty, Rusty, Olson, Bill, Irvin, Gordon, Earnhardt, Smith. She named me Dale.
Welcome
right.
back, everybody, to Speedway Review. Another Wednesday night, another 8 o'clock start. I'm going to go around the horn because we are just going to jump right into it. My name is Chris Burns. With me, as always, in the square beneath me is the resident Rain Man, Stat Boy Corey Huffnagel.
What up?
In the center square, it is the Donut Man, TJ Peters. In the square next to him, the PR guy, the Tank, JR Tanksley.
What's up?
Coming to you from somewhere offshore where he cannot tell you where he is, smoking his pipe and living the
on a
dream. It is
3-hour tour.
Big Duke.
Good
Big
evening, gentlemen.
The producer extraordinaire, the man with no hair, it is Big Herm Michael P.S. Herman.
Hello, hello.
And at the bottom of the screen, but certainly not at the bottom
Oh,
of
wait,
anybody's rankings.
wait. There you go.
There we go. Now he's in the center square.
He is.
That's better.
He is Shadow Stevens like an MF right there. Ladies and gentlemen, Craftsman Truck Series driver Grant Enfinger joins us tonight. Grant, how are you today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
In the Paul
All
Lynde
right.
position.
That's right. Paul Lind was the original center square. We're old enough to remember Paul Lind.
Showing my age now.
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
The
jeez.
gray isn't helping either. Grant, let's dive right into it. 2023, hell of a season for you, but with a little bit of uncertainty coming into the last 10 races of the season. Find out the team's getting torn up. You make the championship four. By the way, congratulations. Hell of a year for you. The last 10 races, figuring out what the hell am I going to do? What was that like for you?
Yeah, honestly, it started earlier than that. It started in the springtime, just uncertainty around things, and just as racers know, you never really know what's going to happen tomorrow in life anyway, but definitely not in the racing world. Stuff changes really quickly. So yeah, there were just kind of rumors spiraling for a while, but man, our guys really stayed very focused on the task at hand all year long. And then when we got the announcement that we were shutting down, everybody maintained that focus. So I feel like I've seen that go both ways in years past. I've never been on the, really involved in a situation like that, but I have seen it from the outside looking in, and I've seen guys either band together or disband, and our guys definitely banded together and kept focused and
Hey, Chris,
worked right up into the checkered flag at Phoenix.
We got
and,
Grant
really want
Enfinger
to
on
say
tonight.
thank you to all those guys, because man, it is
I don't know if you guys can hear me.
tough job to do under normal situations, but yes, definitely with all the distractions going on this year, everybody dug down deep and did a fantastic job.
3 wins, 9 top fives, 1 point away from the championship. Was this the best year you've had in racing?
I don't know if it's the best year. It probably rivals our best year in 2020. We were able to win 4 races and make it to the championship 4 there as well. And
it'll be on one day when I get the invite.
I think this year, what was so gratifying to me is to see the amount of improvement we made from 2022 to 2023. Honestly. It was a struggle when I first made my return to GMS Racing. Didn't feel like we were capable of winning races at the first half of the season. And, we kind of found out, hey, we're off in this area with the trucks and started working towards improving that. And towards the end of the year in 2022, we were able to win one race at IRP. And we elevated our performance from maybe a top 10 truck to a top 5 truck. But then going into 2023, I feel like when we did our job, when we did everything just right, we could win anywhere we went. Now we only did that a few times, but still, we had the potential and the speed there each and every week, and really that was very gratifying to see the progress that everybody made, and not just me and not just our 23 team, but it was really the whole organization made a lot of improvements from 2022 to 2023.
And now coming up into 2024, a brand new team. I think it's CR7 is the name of the team.
Yeah, that's a situation I think some of the fans and stuff won't quite understand probably until maybe the first 4 or 5 races of the season, and they see what we're building over there. But yeah, CR7 Motorsports is a team I drove for a few years ago. Cody Robaugh that runs the team. I've been friends with him for 7 or 8 years, and really ever since 2021 when I drove for him, we've become more like family, and it was just able to line up to where we were able to get our partnership and our support with Chevrolet, which was a huge aspect to me, and also it's continuing our relationship with Champion Power Equipment, and with a lot of great guys. A lot of them I've worked with before, some of them I haven't. But it took a long time to kind of line up all the pieces of the puzzle to make this a successful venture. This is what my heart wanted to do anyway. But when we found out we could do this and do it successfully, then I was in. So it was definitely one of those. I would say just I talked about distractions and how good the guys did with it all year long. I don't know if I did the best job with it, because there's all these talks going on for such a long time, and it started happening earlier and more often than I'm used to. And there was a lot of times I just wanted to bury my head in the sand and worry about 2023, and so I had help along the way with a friend of mine that's helped me put a lot of these deals together, named John Loper. He pretty much took the lead on a lot of this stuff, so I could focus on racing with our guys and feel like we did that. And now it's 2024 has already started a month ago, so that's what we've been wide open working on.
I kind of got distracted by Corey having balloons come up around him on the screen.
I did notice that.
What in the heck are you working on?
I literally
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Never mind.
Right.
Don't be playing with the balloons while we're talking to Grant and Finger.
All right.
I've got one final question, then we'll throw it around the horn to all the guys. Now, the CR7 team, you're going to have a technical alliance with McAnally Racing. Is that correct?
That is correct. We'll have a technical alliance with Bill and those guys. So Cody Robaugh, his team, and Bill have shared a shop for a couple of years. They've known and trusted each other for a long time. And yeah, it's a what should be a mutually beneficial relationship, somewhat similar to that relationship that GMS and McAnally had for the last couple of years. Anyway, so we're just moving that over to CR7 Motorsports. So really thankful that we're able to get Jeff Stankiewicz to come on board and be our crew chief, and that's a guy that's worked with Charles and a lot of those guys that are over there at McAnally now. My lead engineer Dan Tamani, who's been with me for 5 years, has come over to CR7 Motorsports with me. He's also got a relationship with the McAnally group and all that stuff. So it really should be a good relationship all the way around. And yeah, it's going to take us a while to get all our parts and pieces in place and to get all our systems and processes in place. But from a people standpoint and from a truck standpoint and from having the parts and pieces we need to win races, we're going to have that right away. So that is a huge aspect to all of this and making this a successful venture.
All right. I drew your name out of a hat, Corey. You get to lead off. What do you got?
All righty. So Grant, so I'm looking on your stats for the ARCA series. So I see here that you won a championship in 2015, and looking at your result board, 6 wins, 13 top 5s, and 16 top 10 finishes. if you can just like take us through like that season, like with the ARCA series, like what that was like for you, and not to mention the dominant season that you had.
Yeah, there was a lot leading up to that season. I actually got my start in the ARCA series, mechanicking and working on other people's cars, and then advancing to starting parking ARCA cars, and that was I guess 2008. So that's a long process in there to be able to get into some full time rides there, and when I was able to come to GMS Racing, when we started out that year, it wasn't necessarily going to be a full time ARCA program, but we went out there, we won Daytona, we were able to win the next couple races there, and at that point, Maury Gallagher, Ron Booth, and Mike Beam, they were pretty much okay. We're committed now. What do we need to do to win this thing? And that's when I was paired with Jeff Stankiewicz, and it was honestly just an incredible year. We, like you said, we won 6 races, but we also had quite a few issues. We won the first 3 races of the year. I think the next 3 I wrecked, and just had some crazy things happen. Our car just, whether it was user error or just mechanical gremlins or what, the car shut off 5 times during that season. So there was a few times that we just had some crazy little gremlins and issues and stuff like that. But yeah, able to have a lot of speed that year, and able to win a lot of races, and hold the big trophy up at the end of the year, which is a huge accomplishment for anybody, right? But from the, I guess, the really humble beginnings there to kind of roughing it with some smaller teams and just trying to get to the track, to then be, with a GMS Racing who's got, some of the best stuff in the garage with the resources that you need and everything like that. It was definitely a great season, something I'm incredibly proud of, and yeah, thankful we were able to get it done.
Nice.
All right. Senor Donuts, ¿cómo está?
I'm giving Grant all the spotlight.
My cousin works for
I
Crossing
talked
7.
to him and I've worked for him, so I'm letting everybody else ask the questions.
TJ,
So
I feel like everybody's got somewhat of a semi-professional setup, and then you're just in the middle of your kitchen with all the dirty dishes everywhere and everything. Come on, TJ, get it together.
Oh,
There, see, there it is. There it is.
He's on a FaceTime call to his
I know.
girl or something. Like, Jesus.
Mama!
Gotta do better. You're right.
Mama, the meatloaf.
If that's one thing Grant always told me is do better. So I'll do better
all
next
right.
time.
So as a backstory there, TJ was on our 23 team in 2022. We grew, had a good friendship.
My cousin works for Crossing 7.
Me yelling at him a few times during the course of the year, but TJ is worked very hard. And
what's your cousin's
in a
name?
short amount of time in his racing career, and TJ is one of those guys that everybody likes him. I don't exactly put my finger on it.
Nobody knows why,
but everybody likes him.
That's Duke's next shirt. It'll have TJ's picture on it, and underneath it say "Keep yelling." Speaking of Duke,
he is probably the only person in my life, which I'm not a big yeller. Like I don't yell very much. I'm a very mild mannered, mellow guy. But I yelled at TJ a couple times.
His name is Kerry, but some folk call him David.
And he actually thanked me for it. And that's the kind of heart he has, though. And he's always trying to do better and trying to learn and all that stuff. But yeah, it was definitely cool working with TJ. And yeah, in spite of all that, we're still friends.
Yeah,
I'm catching Tiny Tim vibes. May I have some more?
Stephanie got him straightened right out.
Oh, yes, she did. Yes, she did.
All right, next.
Duke, you're up.
All right, Grant, I can't tell you how excited I am to hear that Jeff come on your car. As a former official, I was down there when Jeff first made his entry into the Busch Series. I come up through that. And I absolutely love Jeff Stankiewicz. Excellent mind, excellent crew chief. Very excited for you next season. But the one question I ask every driver that we have on here, of all the cars you've driven in your life, all the tracks that you've been at, you have one lap, the moneyest setup you've ever had. What car are we going to, and what track are we going to go to?
I'm gonna say a pickup truck at Eldora. Like
Oh,
I truly think that it is I it bothers me so much for the fans and for our sport, for our trucks to not be going to Eldora. I feel like that race was always so special. I think it was more special when it was just the trucks on dirt. I think it was definitely more special when it was at Eldora when they prepared the track enough to where you could have 2 and 3 wide racing and you could have guys that just flat out ran the bottom the whole night, guys that run the fence the whole night, guys that would slip and slide around the middle, and a place that takes a lot of throttle control, a lot of momentum, and a lot of just mechanical grip. And it is a absolute huge, utter disappointment. Can't tell you enough how disappointed it is that we're not going back to Eldora.
yeah, that was always fun for that community as well. But yeah, I can't wait to see what you do next year with Jeff on the box, man. Like I said, I'm a big Jeff fan, so I'm excited for you next year, and good luck, man.
Thank you very much.
All right, Jr. What do you got?
Look, I'm gonna ask the $1 million question, Grant.
Sorry, bro. I
Going into turn
didn't want to take up
Phoenix,
too much
if you
time.
could have gotten to
We
Ben
only got
Rhodes,
him for
would you
30
have moved
minutes.
him?
If I could have gotten to him and moved him, absolutely. I think if Ben could have got to me and moved me, he would have as well. It never crossed my mind to go in there and just wreck the guy. I've never done that before. To never wanted to wreck a guy to win the race or anything like that. And if I could have moved him in a way that I could have got around him and just washed him up the track, absolutely. My only chance right there in that certain situation, because I'd lost my momentum with being on the inside down the straightaway there. My only option right there would have been to literally just not lift and hit him, and we both wreck, and hopefully I beat him to the start finish line. I I would never do that. If we lined up again to do it again, I still wouldn't cross my mind to do that. Um, at the end of the day, I feel like that entire race was just it was chaos. It was frustrating for us in our sport to choose our champion that way. But it is what it is. It hasn't dampened my desire to go there and do it again and do it the right way.
Big beef, you look
But yeah,
hungry, my guy.
I wasn't gonna flat out wreck a guy. But yeah, if I could have moved him, absolutely.
What about you, Herm?
All right. So here's my question. Given the amount of development that the truck series has seen since its inception, do you, given the crowd that watches the truck races now, given the amount of exciting races we have in the truck series, where some of the races or a lot of the races in Xfinity this year were just seemed kind of pedestrian, do you think the truck series has truly taken over the spot of what would have used to have been the Bush series? That whole true developmental league. Do you think it's taken over that Bush slot? And Xfinity is just kind of like I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of lost its luster, but do you think the truck series has taken that spot?
From a development standpoint, I don't know. I couldn't. I don't know how I feel about that. I think there are guys that are using the truck series as a development series for sure. Um, I see guys, running ARCA and then going to Xfinity, and I see guys running ARCA and then going to truck. See guys going straight to trucks from late models or whatnot. Um, I don't know what I see from a race fan and also from a just a guy that loves our sport and has been racing forever is the truck series is its own niche. Xfinity series is the whatever the it's the second tier cup. Cup racing is what it is, and honestly now the new car is so different that now you have three distinctly different packages. Um, I don't know. I feel like the truck series is incredibly healthy right now with the amount of just fully funded teams. I mean, there's 20 really good teams out there right now. Xfinity is going to be stronger next year, but in years, the last few years, you've had 4 or 5 mega teams that you have to be with to win, and they, most likely need to be cup affiliated teams. So it's almost like a minor league cup series, whereas the truck series I feel like has its own niche. Now NASCAR still distinguishes it 1, 2, and 3. All right, Cup is always in their eyes going to be number 2. Xfinity is always going to be number. Cup is always going to be number 1. Xfinity is always going to be number 2, and trucks are always going to be number 3.
Right, it's
In
always going to
NASCAR's
be
eyes.
Major League, Double A, Triple A. It's always kind of going to be that grade system.
And they do that. NASCAR does that. I don't think that it's as natural. Like I think the trucks are just its own little niche, and I think you can learn a lot driving a truck, but I think that they're drastically different than the cars. So from a development standpoint, I don't think you want to be in the truck series for 5 years to get ready to go cup racing by any means, because I think they are different, but it's definitely got its own niche.
One of the things that Herm pointed out, bringing him back around, because Herm and I used to watch together years ago. Herm fell out. He's back, now he's producing this show. He's got to kind of pay attention. But he pointed out very distinctly and correctly, in my opinion, the most exciting races of 2023 have been from the Craftsman Truck Series. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, other than the Cup Series, of the two others, I think the excitement that goes along, and I got to be honest, I did not like the Truck Series when its inception happened. I was like, this is just it was like the Wild West out there, and I was like, this is just not going to last. This is insane. And here we are, 20 years later. And I find it to be the most exciting sub series after Cup. It's just it's definitely its own standalone product now.
Well, it's definitely exciting. It's too exciting in my eyes a lot of the time. But yeah, the races are shorter. They're more action packed. There's obviously a mix of young guys, of veterans, of guys running for points, of guys not running for points, and you got the cup car or the cup drivers in there every once in a while as well. So yeah, it's definitely its own animal for sure. And man, the restarts are just absolutely insane in the truck series. There's not many places that we don't have 3 or 4 wide restarts. So yeah, just definitely action packed.
And because you mentioned it, I want to ask the question before I forget it. I have an issue with Cup guys who have won the championship on the Cup level going down either to Xfinity or to the truck level and taking the opportunity away from people that drive that particular series for a living. How do you, who sit in that truck every week, feel about a Kyle Busch or a Kyle Larson coming down and taking up a spot in the field?
Yeah, I think everybody's different on that opinion. I just want to be on a level playing field. I think there's been times in years past, and it still goes on today, but the trucks are different enough to where when Kyle runs a truck, he doesn't necessarily have a truck advantage. Now, if KBM is just a superior organization and Kyle happens to be running for KBM, that's one thing. But I feel like sometimes I think it's a little bit worse in the Xfinity series, and it's not going to be as bad because now that the Cup cars are different. But I think there's been a lot of times, and it's happened in the Truck Series too, when you got the Cup guys, are running truck races and they bring their Cup pit crews along with them. And now the whole pit crew deal is its own animal, and I want to be on a level playing field, but I want to race against the best. Absolutely. So I have no problem with Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, and anybody. And you want to beat the best at their best. but you do want to be on a level playing field. You don't want them to have, resources that aren't at your disposal. And there's no true way to keep a wrap on all that. I think there's been times in the past where those guys have brought more resources, and there's the truck series is different enough to where you don't have to have all that. Number one, and I think the three series are getting different enough, and the whole rules package is different enough to where they don't necessarily come down with some magic resource that automatically makes them win the race or anything like that.
Okay. Corey, got another question? Of course you do. You're Corey.
Well, why not?
Exactly.
All right. So Grant, if you had like one favorite racetrack that you race at like every year, what would it be, and why would you say like it would be your favorite racetrack to race at?
Well, I already mentioned Eldora, but I definitely I think there's a few places that the Truck Series does not go to that would hold an awesome race. I think Pensacola, Five Flag Speedway down there would be an awesome just Truck Series standalone race. We don't need the Xfinity and Cup there.
No.
I think it would just put on a great show. But that would be my pick for one that's not on the schedule. One that is on the schedule, I'd say, is Richmond. I feel like that's one of those places to where mechanical grip shows up. I feel like so much of what we do is aero driven, it's momentum driven, and I like a place that takes some mechanical grip. So definitely Richmond is one of my favorites.
Nice.
Okay. Conversely, is there a track that you see on the schedule and go, why are we going here again?
For us in the Truck Series for 23 races, I don't think we should go anywhere twice. I feel like there's NASCAR has proven they've experimented and they've proven that changing up the schedule a little bit is a good thing. The fans rally behind it. Everybody enjoys it more. I get there's money involved. I get there's huge investments in these racetracks. I get all the politics behind, who owns the tracks and all that stuff. But man, I mean, especially at the truck level, we're only going to three places twice this year. I just don't really think we should do that. And I think there's places that prove that they put on really good racing, and I think it's good that we have some diversity in the schedule. I think everybody likes road courses now. I think it'd be great if we had two or three on the schedule. We got one this year. I feel like the Cup Series last year had 7 or 8. I think they probably mix matched a little bit. I think the reason everybody likes road courses right now is something a little bit different. I think the Cup Series needs 4 or 5, maybe not 7 or 8. I think we need 2 or 3, not 1. But yeah, that's just my opinion. But they have never asked me my opinion, so I'm glad y'all did.
Well, we're glad to ask you, and we know you only have a few minutes left with us. Is there anything you'd like to pimp or plug, or otherwise push upon the people?
Man, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's followed along, and all of our supporters out there. But a huge thank you to everybody at Champion Power Equipment who has been a huge part of my career for going on 9 years now, and everybody at Chevrolet for making this partnership work, and Cody, the whole Grant County Mulch family, everybody at CR7 Motorsports for this opportunity. It's like I said, I think some fans or maybe question it, and y'all didn't even really probably know the name of the team there, but before that announcement. But I'm telling you, 4 or 5 races in the season, you're gonna understand what I saw in this place, and I'm really excited about the future with those guys.
Awesome. We'd like to start a promotion in your honor, Herm. If you could throw that bottom comment up.
Absolutely, we could definitely make some fistfuls of money here.
Our listeners can pay $10 each to yell at TJ for 5 minutes. We're going to call this the Grant Endfinger Project.
I like it.
Yeah.
And for you, sir, for you, Grant, you get it for free.
I've already done it. That's old news to me.
What's up, Taylor?
All right, we appreciate you giving us a half hour of your time. Doors open if you ever want to come back and have some fun. We'd love to talk to you again.
I enjoyed it, guys. Y'all have fun.
Grant, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
Thank you, Grant.
Yep.
Good luck next year.
Hey, good afternoon.
And
All right. So, guys, send your
Well,
money
that was a
to
great
Venmo.
first half hour. I'm just gonna say, I gotta fucking say it right now. That was a fucking awesome
Yeah.
first half hour.
Yeah, it was,
I don't
about,
think you can
Yeah, it
top
was.
about
that
as good as
shit,
it gets.
just be honest.
About
The
as good as
best
it
part
gets.
is he comes right through the door and throws TJ on blast.
Dude, that half hour felt like the hour and a half we had with Tommy last night on the other show
Exactly.
on Dysfunction
Which, guys, by the
Junction.
way, if you didn't watch Dysfunction Junction last night, get on our level and watch Dysfunction Junction. We had a good time. Kevin Harvick was dressed for the occasion. If you can see over my shoulder over here,
It was nice. It was nice.
Oh, there you go.
Had his,
Yeah.
had his Kiss T-shirt on.
Nice.
But TJ, I got to ask you. You came in with a big topic, and as soon as we get past this topic, Corey's got news and notes. But I simply could not ignore what you had to say in the chat today. Please enlighten the good folks at home of your topic.
So yeah, there's a lot of news and everything going around on Facebook and Twitter and everything about just a lot of teams kind of looking for mechanics and engineers and aerodynamic people, and it's just there's just kind of like a thing going on internally with some NASCAR teams with mechanics switching up teams or changing their career path, and it's just like there's just a lot of kind of like awe that's just like people that have been at teams for a very long time, leave and change your careers and, just not wanting to be, on the road anymore, and which I understand. But yeah, it's just there's a very big dynamic of people getting out of the NASCAR field as far as mechanics and, crew chiefs and engineers. And so, yeah, that's kind of my topic that I had, I was always curious on and what was going on with, NASCAR during the off season this year.
It seems crazy because if you watch NASCAR, have grown up loving NASCAR, you get a job in NASCAR, you know what it's going to take. You're a touring series. It's not like you get out Saturday nights at your local track every week and you crown the track champion. He goes home, stops at Applebee's on the way home, gets some riblets. This is a touring series. And it seems to me, and I've read some of the things like Alex Club put up a great post about somebody had surmised, well, burnout and they don't want to travel. That's like being in a multi-platinum rock band and saying, well, I don't want to tour. Well, guess what? This is what you signed up for. I don't care who you are, and I get it. People
Yeah, but,
get burned out.
and I feel that that's an easy way something to pin it on. I feel there's an unspoken underlying issue here. All right, it's always easier to say it's are they? I mean, and I'm just spitballing. Are they sick and tired of NASCAR's bullshit? Are they, you know what I mean? Like, there could be a million reasons that it is that isn't what they're telling you it is. So
perhaps, and I'm well aware of that.
When there's a mass exodus, generally you have to look at within an organization. You have to look when there's a mass exodus. You have to look at management. And that in business, that when half of my company employees decide to fucking leave, I'm not running my company well enough to make them want to stay to deal with the shit they're dealing with.
But it doesn't sound like, Carm, and if you don't mind, it doesn't sound like it's one organization. There are multiple organizations, according to what TJ had to say, where guys are bailing, and this exodus just goes on. I mean, the only thing I can think of, and I can't compare it to baseball or hockey or football or what have you, but this sport goes on 9 months out of the year. You're traveling 4 days a week. You're home for 2.5. And while you're home, you're building race cars for the next go round. You're practicing. You're getting things ready. I'm sure TJ can tell us more about what happens in the garage than anything I'm describing to you right now. But I would say I'm pretty spot on at this point. So, yeah, I could see there being some burnout, but you know what you're getting into.
Right. Yeah. So
if you don't want to be, if you want to be the president and you don't want to wear a tie, don't become president.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, there's a total 52 weeks in a year. I mean, if you look at you include the All-Star race, duels, all that other stuff, it's 40 weeks out of 52 that you're gone and you're on the road. And as far as our organization and maybe all the other ones, the cup teams and everything. So like our guys, obviously, they um, at least our guys are gone race on Sunday. They're off on Monday. Typically, they're off on Thursday for like the travel day, and then they're going through Tech Friday, practice qualifying Saturday, race on Sunday, and so I really only see them in the shop Tuesday and Wednesday. So they're setting up the cars for next week, but it's just they only get Tuesday and Wednesday, right? So we give them the cars assembled, everything else, like, no windshields, no nothing. So, like, all the aerodynamic guys can get everything ready and do everything properly. So it's like they only have, 16 hours to completely set up a car, do all the aerodynamics to it, do all the Hawkeye stuff to it, rescale it if they change anything, re-Hawkeye if they want to change anything. And like I said, they're off on Monday, so they only have 16 hours to turn two cars around, for that weekend to go out there and do the same thing. And then off on Monday, again, 16 hours. So you don't have a lot of time. And that's why, some of our road guys are there from, 6, 7 a.m. until 9, 10 p.m. So there is a lot of give and take to it, especially with the road guys. And I mean, everybody puts their fair share in it and everything, but it's just, and a lot of the fans don't understand because some of them are they like the drivers and they like the drivers and all that other stuff, and there's some drivers that come into the shop and build their own cars and help out. Like Grant, he comes in, he does his seats, he does a lot of stuff for himself. But like the bigger drivers, like Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott and some of those that don't necessarily have to come in the race shop, and there's just it'd be nice for the fans to understand, coming to everybody's race shops and understanding what all the mechanics do and what everybody does essentially. And that's why when I have some fans that come in the front lobby and they're kind of looking around, you want to come back and check out and see, what we do. And then they understand, we have 9, 10 cars that we have to build. And then we have 2 that we're tearing down from last week. And then we have 2 in the setup shop that we're, doing all the setup for this week. And then it's, on top of cars that are part-time. So then if you have a cup team that's doing 2 cars full time, and then you add a third car that's part-time, well then you have more stuff to tear down, and you don't have as many employees. So it's very diverse on what you have to do and what goes into doing everything.
And that shines a light on just how intricate the jobs are. I remember my friend Joe, I don't want to name drop here, but Corey already knows who Joe is. Joe Laurinaitis was a friend of mine. And he used to get bent out of shape. He says, people think I only work 20 minutes a night. I'm on the road. I'm working 5 days a week, traveling to St. Louis, Boston, here, there. Oh, you're just a wrestler. You only work 10 minutes a night. He goes, well, there's driving, there's proper diet, there's workouts, there's promotion. I got to go sign autographs, kiss babies, do all this stuff. The only time he used to tell me, he goes, Chris, the only time I wasn't working was when I was sleeping.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Damn.
And especially when you have the amount, the level of success that Joe had in the business, God rest his soul, they were everywhere. Tell me who didn't know the name Legion of Doom. Seriously. So, again, I sympathize with a lot of the NASCAR guys who are citing burnout, but again, is it worth the reward at the end of the day when you can sit down, you're finally, I don't want to say you're home, but maybe you've decided I'm not going to do this anymore, and you can sit and tell your grandkids, hey, see that on TV? Granddad used to do that. Yep, I used to change those tires. I used to drive that hauler. I used to do this. Gage has a comment, but Herm's not in the booth, so I'm going to read this if I can. I believe the hauler drivers, you look at John Zaver and Captain Ron for an example. They're always on the road versus the other people flying. Speaking of that, John should be a guest on the Speedway Review. Look at that. Gage wants a job as PR guy. Gage, we'll look into it. Right after I say your name, Gage, my man. So I got to ask now, because TJ, we've heard your side of it. As an official, Duke, you had to do the traveling, I'm sure.
Yes.
Come on, is it as hard as these people are making it out to be, or does the risk weigh less than the reward?
So when I was doing it, there wasn't any 1-day shows. We were flying out on Wednesday afternoons, Wednesday evenings, getting to the track, setting up tech line on Thursdays, and starting tech Thursday, having a practice Friday, and then having to help tech cup on Friday, and then work the Bush race on Saturday, work cup qualifying Saturday, and then work the cup race on Sunday, which, by the way, if it was an Indianapolis weekend, we would race IRP Saturday night, wouldn't get back to the hotel till about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, have to be back at the big track by about 6:37 for garage opening. You do the math, that's not a lot of time to get some rest. It does. It's very grueling. It's something that you can't explain or prepare for until you actually get engrossed in it and do it. It takes a different mindset, but I totally understand what these guys are going through. Um, but like you said, when it's all said and done, man, I did some cool shit back in the day. You know what I mean?
The juice was definitely worth the
It
squeeze.
it was, but I totally get where some of these guys are coming from. Like for instance, one of Legacy's hauler drivers, Russell. I was talking to him last summer, man. They got it. They actually got it a little bit better nowadays. The truck drivers do, with their travel schedule and what they've been mandated, all they can drive. He's actually doing all right, man. He's always clubbing it out somewhere, at some pool somewhere on the weekend.
Yeah.
But that would be a good guest to have too sometime. But
All right.
I totally understand where they're coming from. But if you could figure it out and make it work, it's definitely worth it. I'll tell you a story. I know I was working at Rick Ware's when we had the Boudreaux's butt paste deal with Kim Crosby. We got this Daytona car back from the painter on Wednesday. We got back from the track Monday, or I'm sorry, Sunday. We got back from the track, tore some stuff down, got the car to the painter, got it back, and we had about 12 to 16 hours to run the setup on it, get it all put together, and get it in the hauler. And then me and Michael Dawkin hauled ass down to Daytona. From there, we got it loaded, went straight to Daytona, checked in, and did a 14, 16-hour tech day. And then we went to bed. Let me tell you what, that was a nice big bottle of speed that I had that day because it was rough. That was probably the hardest day I've ever had in the garage. It was I think added up, it was 56 hours straight. That I was either working on a car, driving a car, or pushing through a tech line.
God damn.
Yeah.
That sounds that before I moved to Colorado, Birds will tell you that sounds like a normal fucking schedule. Only it's fucking 7 days long. That sounds like me when I was running a barbecue place. What'd you do? I came to work 3 o'clock today. No, Thursday.
No, Thursday. But you brought that restaurant to higher levels.
I did, but you also realize, like, when you're young, a lot of that is, when you're 25 and you're kind of dating and whatnot, and you're young and no kids, there's a whole lot you can tolerate and deal with for the money. And the older you get, and the more your life changes with children and a marriage and soccer and band concerts and the things that all of our children do, you start to be like, I'll give up some fucking money to be able to, like, show up to a fourth grade play. And that could be what you're getting. What I would love to see a figure on the average age of all the people that are part of the exodus. You know what I mean? And then look at it like, 25? No, all these people are like 35 plus, and that is your answer. Because
that is a very good point.
I mean, talk to the guys that are 50 and like, I'm done with this shit, bro. I've done this shit for 35 years now, and I would like to just sit on my porch, drink a beer, talk to my wife, roll my grandkids around the yard, work at Walmart, metaphorically, as a greeter, and have like almost no responsibility. At some point, you're like, this is not fucking worth it, bro. I'm gonna die.
I can certainly see that, and there are guys that went out there. They've died on the road. I mean, we certainly know a few of them that we've talked about. You know, Steven being one of them, and God love him. All he was doing was what he loved, and tragic accident happens to Steven, and young Jackson loses his dad. It's terrible. But beyond that, coming from Duke, who's a youngish kind of guy, and even he felt the burnout. TJ's doing it, but are you more? You're more in the shop than you are on the road, TJ. Correct?
Yeah. So this year was my first official year of not having to travel. 2022, I was with Grant full time, traveled every weekend that we had a race. And then the 3 years prior to that, I was full time Xfinity racing, and I was on the road for the Xfinity, the whole entire Xfinity schedule. So this year was my first official year not technically traveling. I did do some traveling. I did Vegas, California, Phoenix. I did some fill-in stuff for our Cup team, and then when some guys or something happened where there was like an open roller or two on the truck side before GMS shut down, I did some traveling with them to some of the racetracks. I did Homestead and Phoenix, and so I traveled some races and did some fill-in, but it wasn't a full schedule.
And as a younger guy, didn't bother you very, very much?
No, not really. Like I said, I mean, I've always loved, traveling and everything. When I first got into it, it was, I came down here and it was just me, my car, my Xbox and my TV, and that was really about it. I kind of just told my mom and dad, hey, I'm out. Like I'm doing this, and this is what's going to go down. And got my own place down in Gaffney, and then I tried to
What in the
a
world is
year or
going on in
so, if
here?
not
Dr.
maybe a
Phil?
little bit shorter before Steph eventually moved in, and she was still doing her street stock and late model championship. And it is like Herm said, it's definitely easier when you're younger, when you don't have any kids, when you don't have a lot of responsibilities like dogs and cats and stuff like that. So it definitely is a lot easier. And with me and Steph, I think we're kind of on the page that we love doing what we love to do, and especially with her in her career, we're kind of on a level that I think we're just gonna maybe just do some animals and stuff, and I don't think we're gonna end up going that far. But it's definitely different being young and traveling, and then there's the guys that are older and that are still traveling. But as far as for me, I do love to travel. I love seeing everything, and not to make it sound a little selfish or anything, but it's easier when like you're on a team. You don't have to pay for your hotel, and you don't have to pay for your flights, and stuff like that. So but I'm grateful to be in the position that I'm in for Victory Air, to be able to fly us everywhere and pay for our hotels. And it's definitely, it's eye-opening, it's humbling. It's definitely a great experience. Again, like I said, you can't take it for granted, because you could be on some of the lower teams that have to drive to Vegas, have to drive to Phoenix, or have to get commercial flights. So it's definitely humbling. It's a great experience, and I definitely want to take it to the end.
I made that drive with Johnny Davis from Blacksburg to Fontana. I know
Exactly. So
exactly what you mean.
Duke understands.
Jesus.
Yep.
That's a long damn drive.
In a big van with 7 men.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Now,
Yes,
I've
sir.
done that with them too, but we flew like commercial to Phoenix
Yeah.
or Vegas, but then we like drove to the next racetrack, which it makes sense, right? It's only 3-4 hours. So
Right.
You guys are like racing deadheads.
Man, it takes a special person. There's the
Yeah.
lifestyle that this promotes. And I know when you're in your 20s, whatever, you can party hard, but it's a different kind of lifestyle that you can get into when you're on the road and just running hard and going from track to track. And sometimes people treat you like, well, you're there, you're the show while you're there in town, and if those people are there to see that and you're part of that, sometimes it can get a little haywire.
right.
I can
And like the
imagine.
biggest thing is like, obviously this day and age, so with the next gen and Xfinity and all that other stuff, it's a little bit easier on like the equipment, like Duke said. You have more 1 day shows and everything nowadays, so it's a lot easier. And then unlike back in the day, where back in the day you had a practice motor, you'd go out and do an hour or two of practice, you'd come in
You had
there.
4 days of shows because
Yeah.
practice was a show.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you have your
Was a
qualifying
show.
motor. Yeah.
And there was all of that was a show.
Right. You know, back in the day, you'd be down at Daytona for 2-3 weeks before the Daytona 500 even started. So, but still to this day, it's it's you go through tech. It's a lot of kind of pushing and standing around. But then, like I said, you have
At
your
B Burls
flights
on 4
from
Yup.
Mooresville, North Carolina to Phoenix and to Vegas. So you have 6,
Attaboy
7,
Duke.
8 hour
You deserve
flight,
this.
right? And then you have your time differences. So being out in Vegas where you're normally used to East Coast time, now it's 7 o'clock there, and it's like 10, 11 o'clock here, you're drained, but you're like, it's only 7 o'clock. So it's, the traveling drains you, and, heat, sun. I mean, it's just, everything. A lot of stuff drains you.
And then let's not mention when we got to stay over till Monday because we got a rain day.
Yeah,
Or,
and
or,
rain
or,
delays.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Dover this year. I had to do Dover. I had to do feeling for Dover. I was there from Friday to like Tuesday.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well,
and
like back in the mid '90s, I was really big into car stereo competitions, like really high end. We're talking like $65,000 car stereo systems.
Damn.
Disgusting amounts of money. People that were sponsored by like major speaker companies, they had like $100,000 worth of equipment in their car trying to break the sound pressure level. But our show was always sandwiched between Bike Week and Daytona. So it was the most insane week on the planet because we'd get in there early, which was basically we'd get in there a week early because half the time we get down there and we'd have to assemble shit in the parking lot with power tools to get it ready for our show in a week. We'd take a full week, but you would see just between Bike Week and Daytona, like the amount of people and just what the drivers back then had to deal with. Like they were hauling ass, and they'd been up for 3-4 days moving shit, and just they were all over the place on the other side by the track. I used to stay at the Ramada Inn across from the track.
Mm-hmm.
And like I used to run into drivers, just we never fucked with them, but they'd be across the street eating dinner at the restaurant at the hotel. But like they were always there. Like we were there a week early, and they technically should have been gone yesterday, but they're still packing shit, rolling shit, getting shit ready. Like there's a lot that they, at least back then, there was a lot of shit they had to do. Their schedule was just like, you'll get a day off next month, and that's it.
Yeah, we're looking at Thanksgiving. We'll give you Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
off.
you know what I mean? Like these guys hadn't had a day off in 4 weeks.
Hmm.
It was just nuts. Like
Right.
how do you
Well,
how do you live, bro?
Right. If any of you out there in comment land want to comment on this, feel free to weigh in. Striker says hi. I missed a couple people. Bill Bingham's here. Make yourself known. But I'd be remiss if I didn't say this is my second favorite part of the show. It is time for news and notes with our resident Rain Man, Stat Boy Corey Huffnagel.
So,
Fallon was new
we
this
have
year.
news on the on pasta sauce, or the Chicken Man, or whatever we call him.
Fast Pasta, Anthony Alfredo.
So he is going to be running 4 races next year for Beard Motorsports. And most likely it'll be the restrictor plate races at Daytona and Talladega. So I will admit, Beard Motorsports is somewhat of an underdog team, but when it comes to racing on the super speedways, I mean, I wouldn't count them out. I mean, unless they avoid the big wreck and everything else. So
I've got an excellent interview that I did with Brennan Gaughan in Daytona that you should go watch on my TikTok. They're not underdogs. They're loaded for bear. He made sure that I knew that.
All right.
You're going to Daytona. You're not bringing last year's car. You're bringing the top.
He made that clear, like explicitly clear.
Yes, he did.
Right.
Listen to me, man. Listen to me, okay?
Listen when I tell you this.
And when I tell you this, man.
No, I think that's a good opportunity for Anthony. Again, local guy from around here, still trying to get him nailed down to do the show at some point. But let's see what he can do. And like you said, Beard may sound like an underdog, but as Duke said, you're not going to the Daytona 500 bringing junk. You're
No.
bringing everything. You're throwing everything you have into that car and more to get every ounce of speed you can get out of that bitch.
Yep.
That happened to me once. I got every ounce of speed out of that bitch. It took a while. I had to hit her a few times, but
Oh,
she gave up the pills. I'll tell you that.
oh Jesus.
Dear Lord.
And just like that, TJ is laughing again.
Yep.
Don't forget, guys, send me $10. I'll let you yell at TJ for 5 minutes.
Absolutely.
That's a good promo.
That's what I'm
I think
saying.
it is.
I think that's
Just
a
get all your
solid,
frustrations.
I think that's a solid promo.
I totally
Yeah.
think it's a solid promo. Like we'll let you abuse TJ for 5 whole minutes.
That's right.
For
Use
the
promo
low,
code.
for the low
use-
price of just $10.
Use promo code Stephanie for an extra 5 minutes.
Right?
Oh,
Right.
oh,
Because you
Well,
know she's
wait,
yelling at him.
Well, what if you use promo code Keep Yelling?
You get 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Oh,
Hell,
wow.
we're gonna turn this mother out. We ain't gonna lie. And you'll get a shirt that says "Keep Yelling" with your face on it.
Or promo code cause I said so.
Oh, I like that. That's good stuff right there, Herm. Any other news there, Corey?
So you want to meet the drivers that are going to be running for Rookie of the Year next year?
I would love to.
All right. So you're going to have 3 drivers that are going to run for Rookie of the Year honors in the Cup Series next year. You got Josh Berry, who's going to run the 4 car for Stewart Haas Racing. You have Zane Smith, who's going to run the 71 car for Spire Motorsports. And, of course, along with his teammate, Carson Hocevar, who will run the 77 car. Now, I'm going to ask you guys this. Who wins Rookie of the Year next year and why?
Not hover car.
Josh Berry.
Yeah, I'm going with Josh
Josh
Berry.
Berry. His crew chief is a damn wizard, in my opinion. Rodney's one of the sharpest minds in the game, and Josh is not a young kid. He's got a little bit of age on him, as far as a rookie is concerned. So he's got that
wisdom,
a little bit of wisdom, a little bit of maturity.
Yep.
Yeah. And a ton of experience. Dude's got a ton of experience. I would be shocked if he didn't, or maybe didn't win a race. I could see him winning 1, maybe 2 races next year. I think Rodney is going to be a really big factor in that whole deal.
I don't disagree at all.
I'm gonna say Josh Berry wins Rookie of the Year next year as well. So,
I mean, out of those 3, that right now I don't want to say the obvious choice, but he's the betting man's choice.
I would bet money on him over the others. I'd put 20 up.
And for what it's worth, I couldn't have said anything that Duke didn't already say in regards to why.
Right. But then if you look at it, like, I'm also interested to see, like, what Spire Motorsports is going to do next year, because I know they're going to, like, 3 cars. I mean, the only race that I can think of that, they ran pretty well is, you look at Atlanta back in March, Corey LaJoie finishes 4th. I mean, they didn't finish 4th on purpose. I mean, that was one race where, they got a top 5, which was pretty good.
And suddenly we just lost 2 people. Uh-oh. There's TJ.
Wow.
Here comes Corey.
Can anybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you.
All right. Okay. So basically what it is that, Spire's going to go to 3 cars next year. But however, I'm also interested to see how Zane Smith is going to do for that ride as well. Sure. Zane ran a few races this past year in Cup. And some of them, were pretty decent. Then, of course, you got Carson Hocevar, which, he ran a few races this past year in the 42 car. So I kind of agree what Duke said about Josh Berry. And, of course, I mean, honestly, like, I would possibly give him, like, 2 wins next season and so forth. But I don't know. Like, I just want to see, like, this year's Rookie of the Year, like, be competitive and just be interesting. I just don't want to see, like, Rookie of the Year, like, just win by, like, a big margin. You know what I'm saying?
You want it to be a little more competitive.
Of course.
Brendan here on TikTok with an interesting question. Since we all agree Barry's probably, we all agree the odds-on favorite, who do we think's runner-up for Rookie of the Year? Because that's an interesting race with two teammates, right? Like
Yeah.
that's an interesting dynamic. No,
I mean,
No,
honestly,
I
I
agree.
say Zane Smith gets second.
Oh yeah. I agree with that. I was shaking my head at Hocevar.
Yeah.
oh, I got you. I was just
Oh,
saying that's a wild
I hate
dynamic. I don't
I'm going
know.
with
I would go. I'm with TJ. I would go with Hocevar. He's got more seat time in the car overall.
Right.
Um, I I don't know. I don't. I'm with TJ on that.
Well, just from his different runnings in doing his cup races, one being for us and then one being for for Spire before, and I'm not shooting anybody down, but you put you give Corey LaJoy a shot in a Hendrix car in the 9 car at Gateway, and he's running, I mean 30th or so, right? And you kind of
Right.
think Corey LaJoy be able to try and get it up there and show that he's actually he can drive and he gets in good equipment and he can get up there and everything. And then you have Hocevar. Oh, we're going to put a Hocevar in there, and then he's running almost top 10. So
Right.
it's like, okay, so that's a pretty good showing, right? And obviously first impressions aren't everything for Cup or whatever. You think, okay, you got best of luck or whatever, but then he comes into our equipment, and then we're running in 25th, if not a little bit worse, with the 42 car. Excuse me, and then you put Carson in it, and Bristol were running 11th, and then Texas were running 12th, and then the statistics are kind of making sense, and it's just like, well, maybe if you actually give him a legitimate shot and put him in some good equipment, and not saying like our stuff is bad or good,
Wanna
we're
see
still
Josh Billicky and good
figuring
equipment
things
on a
out and
road
becoming a
course.
better team.
Just
Even
out of
better
curiosity.
equipment.
Yeah,
Put
that's
him
right.
in better equipment.
Right, and that's what I mean. And it's just like, well, I mean, the kid's got something going on right now. I know he's only ran, with Spire for one, and he only ran a couple, races with us, but it's just like, it's something's kind of coming together now. So let's kind of see if he can keep the momentum going, and if he can keep it going, and he shows, he's good in the Spire stuff all next year, then I mean, it's kind of he's a legitimate contender in my eyes.
All right, well then let me
Yeah.
ask you this, and I don't want to take a dump on what you're saying because obviously you have the knowledge. Is there, do you think, maybe a chemistry thing that went on when you talk about, say, Corey LaJoy, filling in the 9 and didn't do really well, but Hostvar gets in this equipment, he did really, really well, and it kind of reminds me of when Junior went down with the concussion, and Alex Bowman did a very impressive job
Wanna see
in the
Gibbs and
88,
bottom
which
level
turned
equipment
into
to see how
a
fast he
long-term
gets
deal with
bounced out
Hendrick.
of the series.
Do you think chemistry has anything to do with it, or was it just wrong place, wrong time?
I think it was wrong place, wrong time. I mean, I really think that Corey, or not Corey, that Hocevar he's a legitimate driver. He's a legitimate contender, and I really don't think that he meant to do Corey Heim wrong in the truck series either. Like, I don't think he's out there to make himself look bad. And I mean, I know everybody's has their own opinion and everything, but I just think he's a legitimate driver. He wants to go out there and he can show he can race and he can try and get up there and contend for wins and just be competitive.
Well, hell, he had 4 wins on the truck series this year. He was a legit contender. Yes, toward the end, had some issues,
Right.
Yep.
we'll say. But for the most part,
what young contender has never had issues?
Right.
exactly.
The kid just being aggressive, like he's just going for it. I don't
Oh,
know.
I
know. I just don't subscribe to some of the hate that Hocevar gets that I read. It's just like, yo, he's
Right.
just trying, like, god damn, like what do we want? We want a
He's
soft
doing
ass, or
what
do
he's
we
put
want?
out there to do. I agree with you, Duke. He's out there to race the car, and sometimes I hear people go, well, he raced a little too aggressively. I'm like, well, your job is to get in that car and win.
It
Nobody
is a
goes,
race.
nobody puts that window net up and has the crew chief come down and go, all right, Herm, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go out there and run 32nd. Have a good race.
That's what I mean. Like, some of the haters I see is just like, oh, he's being hard and he's being a little over aggressive. It's just like, why wouldn't you not want to be that?
Because it's people who don't understand that, and this goes for any sport. You want to go out there and you want to win. It's kind of
Right.
like when you're at the tail end of the lead lap and here comes the leader. I'm not moving for you. I'm on the lead lap. Your job is to take this spot from me. Now, if I'm 2 laps down, my job is to get the hell out of your way. But if I'm still on that lead lap marker, you're going to have to kill me to take this lap.
Yep.
Because I'm out here for the same reason you are, to win a race. And nobody goes out there to finish 14th. They want to win the race. I give Carson a lot of credit. Much like Duke said, much like TJ said, much like Corey has said on past shows about Carson. The kid knows how to go. He wants to win. And he's going to do everything he can to get there. If you don't like it, perhaps tennis is more your speed. Go watch that.
Oh, Jesus. Damn.
I'm not a big Carson Hocevar fan, but I know what he's out there to do. I'm not, I'm not the head cashier at Walmart. I'm pretty smart. He's out there to win the race.
Right.
And it's a shame that more people don't see it. And the fact that TJ brought up the Carson Hocevar hate and Duke brought up the Carson Hocevar hate, I don't necessarily like him.
Trouble with
I certainly don't
emotion
hate
control,
him.
But so do lots of drivers.
Has there been moments that have frustrated me? Sure, but guess what? I'm not in that car racing next to him. I'm just a guy on the couch, drinking a beer, having a good time.
Exactly.
It'd be wise for more people to employ that particular line of thinking when you're watching sports.
Yep.
Just because you think it doesn't make it true. That's where I'm going to leave it. What is a woman?
That is a good question, by the way.
Oh, my God. Of course you would ask that. Anyway, do you have any more news and notes?
Let's see. Chris, did you see William Byron's new Raptor paint scheme?
Oh,
I did.
Yes.
I'm not a huge fan of it. I like the white one that he had this past year, and I like the matte black.
Exactly.
The matte black is just sexy as hell, but this new one is kind of, well, here we are.
It's pretty much and I'm like, it's okay, but it's like it could have been better,
Well, yeah, but they didn't ask me my opinion this year, unfortunately. I wish they had.
Right.
I told them.
They're filing an agreement over that.
Yeah, put the matte black back on the car. I'm not having this.
Yeah, exactly. But I will say the Exalta paint scheme is pretty sexy.
I am going to miss the rainbow Exalta car, but it is nice. I do like it a lot.
It kind of reminds me of when Jeff Gordon had the white and red flames, like when he ran his last race at Homestead, and that was when he was running for the championship that year. And honestly, like, I'm gonna say this, I really wanted Jeff Gordon to win the championship that year. Like,
You and everybody else, yeah.
well, instead we had Kyle Busch who won the championship, and he pretty much missed like half the season because of his injury and whatnot. But think about this though. Like, think about, if Jeff Gordon would have won that championship and went out on top and got his 5th title, that would have been a good story.
Yeah, I mean, it's something for the record books. Sure, I'm not gonna lie.
It would have been a story.
Yeah, it would have been.
But then again, you'd have had jackasses sitting on their couch going, "See, I told you, honey. Vince McMahon runs NASCAR. It's the only way Jeff Gordon was going to win in his last season."
Oh, Jesus.
Roll Tide.
Yep.
He won this year because he won the Brickyard.
That's right. He won the Brickyard in '95. Roll Tide.
You sure Jeff Gordon won the Brickyard in '95?
It might have been '94, '93. Hell, what do I know?
Well, actually, it was '94.
1861 for all I know. Shut up.
No, it's 1895.
Gotcha. All right. So we're going to throw it out to the Twitchers. If you are still following us via the page, TikTok, Twitch, I don't care where you're at, a Big Duke. It is my favorite time of the week with time remaining. It is Stump the Stat Boy. Bring us your best trivia question and see if Corey can answer it. And if he can't, TJ will get to yell at him for 10 minutes.
Duke, no racing tonight.
Look at that. TJ's like, ooh, I get to yell at somebody? And right about now, Grant.
Yeah, we're going to get on here in a little bit.
About
I'm
now,
on a
Grant's
podcast.
calling TJ going, you ain't yelling, nobody! I'm going to see if I can find a question. I had one that I was thinking of recently, and for whatever reason, I shat the bed on it. So, come on, Dukes people. Give us a good NASCAR trivia question.
We got nothing
for
yet.
Corey. We got nothing yet. We'll work on it. All right, let's see. We went to that site before.
I do got a 915C fix coming up though.
Oh, okay. Well, then get your people out there with 4 minutes to go and 4,000 NASCAR trivia questions with answers. All right, here we go.
Damn.
I'm not asking all 4,000. I don't want to be here forever. Have we asked some of this? Yeah, I probably asked a bunch of these. Yes, ask that question. God damn it, I should research this a little bit better. Who was the first NASCAR driver to win 20 races in one season?
The first driver to win 20 races in one season.
Yes.
I'm gonna take a stab at this one. I'm gonna say Richard Petty.
Damn it. Richard Petty.
Yep.
Is that brittle?
Yeah, it is, and he's eating it all at
Oh
once.
man.
Oh damn, that looks so good.
I made mom's recipe, and
There we go.
Mom,
Cooking
well,
with
mom
Mom.
had never made it here, and I've never made mom's, but I didn't know about the high altitude rules about temperature, so it came out well. I got lucky because I did cook it high enough, but yeah, I got to adjust it for I got to add extra water because it boils early, and I got to adjust my final temperature for candy. But it's Mama's peanut brittle, goddamn it, for fucking Christmas.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
It's like a 3-pound tray of it.
Yes, sir.
I was wondering. I was like, what the hell is he picking up?
So it was in the oven for a while, then I put it outside before the show so it would really cool, and now it's like hard.
I thought he was showing us a cutting board.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's like peanut brittle, and I added extra peanuts, and yeah, Mama's real proud
All
today.
right. All right. So before we lose Duke, here comes your next question, Corey.
All right.
What three, and there are only three, Rookie of the Year winners to win 2 races in their Rookie of the Year campaign?
All right. One I
On
would
the cup
definitely-
level.
On the cup level, yes. All right. One I would have to say Davey Allison. The other one I would have to say Kevin Harvick. And the third one I would have to say Kyle Busch.
Incorrect. Yeah, 2 out of 3, though. 1999's Rookie of the Year, Tony Stewart won 2 races that season.
Huh. Okay.
You are fired. Yell at him, TJ. Never mind. Don't even try.
This is why everybody yells at you. There it is.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not a big yeller.
TJ, go off the chain. Let the dog off the chain.
No, but TJ, you cool. You're cool.
Yeah, he is. All right. The inaugural Daytona 500 in 1959 ended in a photo finish that took 3 days to declare the winner. Which driver was named the winner?
Lee Petty.
Damn it. Fucking hate this game.
Listen, the inaugural pole sitter of the Brickyard 400.
Victory.
Rick Mast.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Dale Earnhardt.
No.
Bonus-
Earnhardt started second that race.
Bonus point for the chief fabricator on the car.
Bob Backlund.
No.
Wait, what was that?
Bonus point for the lead fabricator on the car.
Hudson Hornet.
Chevy.
No. His name was
Fabricator, not
his name was Kenneth Trout.
Oh.
He was
know
my
that.
he was my instructor at the National Auto Diesel College.
Oh,
So I know
nice.
him.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. That's pretty cool.
Good shit.
All right.
Boys, I
Which-
bid you adieu.
All
Good
right.
luck in tonight's
Have a good
race,
night, my
Duke.
man.
We'll
Have
see
a
you
good
next
evening.
week.
Yes, sir.
Merry Christmas, my man.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Yep.
Have
All right.
a, yep. Oh my gosh. Y'all have a good one.
It's a couple days away.
All right.
All right, let's see. TJ, come up.
Oh man. All right. Let's turn this on. Uh-oh, there we go.
The answer was Jacksonville Wall.
The answer was Jacksonville. Where did what? Oh, I didn't see where you posted that. Sorry.
Hey Duke.
What's happening? Oh, is my camera not gonna work? There it goes. All right, we're good there. Everything looks good, right? Oh, except for that. That's going here. All right, we should be ready to go here. What's up? What's up, Jay? How's it going, man? Let me get some background music going though. There we go. Oh man. Oh god, what have I done? There we go. All right. So we're about ready to go to practice here. It's day good night. All right, let me get all these overlays going. Good, good, good. Good. Where's the fuel? There it is. All right. Oh, hold on. What are we doing here? Why do we not have... Oh. That's probably why. There we go. All right. Qualifying time.
Green right.
Terrible lap. Steering doesn't feel right at all. Can you guys hear me all right? Because I can't hear myself at all.
Loud and clear. Yes.
Okay, good deal. Good enough.
Checker flag, my man.
That was awful. Absolutely awful. I just don't know what's wrong with my mic. Like, sometimes I can really hear, but then, like now, I can't hear anything. It usually feeds back into my headset, so that's a little bit better. I don't know. I know y'all ain't trying to hear all that garbage. Anyway, let's go race.
We are on 1 to go. But we're way good on fuel, so do what you gotta do.
The estimated SOF is 2,000.
500. Gonna be on the outside. Trying to make for shit happen here.
We expect to be fighting for the podium.
Pit road is closed.
Did you change your settings with your mic when doing the podcast?
No. It does it like then sometimes it'll just be loud as can be. I don't know what the deal is with it, man. I'll be honest. Like sometimes I can really hear a lot of feedback, but now I can't. And it makes me feel like I got a cold. Because it makes me feel like my ears are clogged. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but when you're used to listening to yourself back in, when it's really muffled, it messes you up.
I got what
We
you
have
mean,
2
Lol.
sets of tires.
All right, here we go.
Looks like you should be lining up behind the 13.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Welcome to Talladega Super Speedway. We have one heck of a race about to start.
That's right. That jam gets me so hyped, man. I love it. Old school. Back in the day.
Alright, man, let's get ready. Go get this thing. Do this. Pace car's off. You ready? Ready.
The headliner of today's dash at Vega is none other than David Duke. What's up, Big Duke?
Green flag.
What's up, dog?
Inside. Looks clear, clear, clear. Working the bottom. Still there. Still outside. Still there, man, outside. Outside quarter. Still out there.
Currently on holiday vacation for the remainder of the year. Holiday 12.
Still there, outside. Still outside. 1.946. Still outside. Still outside. Right outside. Outside one. Still outside on your quarter. Still outside. Clear high, outside. Still outside. Still outside. Still outside. 51.221. Still outside. Still out there, man.
Damn, I didn't know we were.
Outside only.
I didn't know where we were at.
Still there. Still outside. Still out there.
Remember to fall by Alfred? Love it. What just happened?
Outside quarter.
That was the old
Still outside.
ESPN Speed World intro.
5. And boy, go get him, dude. Still outside. Still out there.
I'm in trouble. I gotta charge my headset.
2 outside. Stay with it, boss man. There'll be a hole. 1 outside. Still outside. Still outside. Still out there at the door. Still outside. 51.339. Still out there. Still outside. 2 outside. 2 cars. No hole yet. Hold your line. Still there. Clear bar outside only. Still outside. Still out there. Still out there.
There's no way I'll be able to do
20
this.
laps to go this time by. 51.311. Still out there. outside. Still outside. Still outside. The lead is at 51.363. Still out there. Still out there. Good man, just put it right on it, bud. You'll get by. Still there. Door outside.
Hang on.
Still there. Door outside.
So close.
Still outside.
All right, let's go.
1, 4, 2 outside. 1 outside. Still outside. Still out there. Still outside. 2 outside. Still there.
Oh, we're 3 wide.
Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. One outside. You're clear. 51.388. Inside. Still inside. Still inside. Quarter inside. 2 wide inside. Still there. Still there. 1 inside only. Still inside.
Lost our momentum.
Still there. Still inside. All clear, my man. Quarter outside. Still outside. Clear high. 51.749. Inside. Still there. Still inside. Still there. In and out. Still there, in and out. 1 inside. Still there. Clear. Outside. Still out there. Still outside. In and out. Still there. Outside only. In and out, in and out. Still there. 51.333. Over into 10 right now. Still there. Still there. 1 outside. In and out. 2 wide outside. Clear. Clear. Outside. 2 wide outside. Outside 1. Still outside.
Well,
Still out there. Clear.
That's safe. That was an impressively clean run before that though.
it was still clean. It got jumbled up there.
That beat right air. These guys are racing slow.
53.383.
Caution.
Working the bottom, inside. Still inside. Still there, your door. Still there, in and out. Inside only. Still inside. Still inside. Still inside. 15.584. 75 left of the station. Inside only. Clear low. Working the bottom. Deleted it. Get up. 51.615. Still inside. Still there. Still inside. Still inside. Still inside. Inside clear. Outside. Still out there. In and out. Side only. In and out. 50.79. Still there. Still there. No hole. Still there.
Sorry, I'm trying to do something on another line.
Still there.
You're good.
Inside only. Still there. Still inside. Still inside. 51.032. In and out. Inside one. Catch them, brother. Go get them. You're doing exactly what you need to do. Still there. Your door. Still there. Still with you inside. Still there. Still there. Still inside. Gonna be 10 laps to go, yeah? Still there at the door. 51.062. Come on, baby, get on it. Still there. Still there, your door. Still inside. Clear. Outside.
Woo!
Outside.
Big checkup.
Still outside. That's it, my man. You stay after it. In and out, no hole. Still there. 50.972. Outside only. Still there, no hole yet. Same thing. Still there.
Damn, I didn't think he'd let off there. We were going to the front right there, and then he's fucking.
Still there. Outside only. Still out there. Outside, inside, in and out. Get up. No, no. Still there. 51.35. Still there. One inside. Still inside. Still inside. inside. Still inside. Still inside your door. Still inside. 15.833. You think, my man, you'll get it. The leader just did a 15.878. Still inside. Still there at the door. Still inside. Inside. Still there, quarter inside. In and out. Inside only. 2 wide inside. 1 inside.
I tried to make it there and he blocked it.
875. Caution.
I was there and he came down on me.
Drive back up on the track on the surface. Figure out the caution.
Pistons closed.
I knew he was behind me, but I looked and never ran for you.
Should be starting behind the 7. Get behind the 7.
It said in and out. I was there.
Are you the leader?
Yeah, because I could go back up onto the track on purpose when I'm spinning around backwards at 150 miles an hour. Give me a break, dude.
To go. We're in a podium position.
That was a hell of a run though. These guys on it tonight.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to restart behind the 7.
No, I'm not going to pit.
Pit road will be open.
Checking up.
I am hoping to get in your lobby next race. We haven't got linked up in a min.
Yep. I'll be racing the 10-15 and then that'll be the last one.
Hey, Chief, you got a radio?
Yep.
When you almost got spun, did the guy tag you from the top before I hit you from the back?
I don't know. I clipped it. I want to because it's gonna make a good content tomorrow. But I have no idea. But I don't know how I didn't wreck.
That was a miracle save.
Yeah, I agree.
Closed.
You and me both, man. You and me both.
Yeah, good driving, David.
Yeah, well, 17. I got to your inside there, and then you tried to come down and squeeze me. I mean, we can talk about that later.
It was tight. I was clear. I got in front.
No. You were definitely not clear. That's what put me down into the one. We got together. We can go back and look at it on the replay. I was definitely there. Spotter said inside, outside.
Yeah, the spotter says you're inside a little bit before you actually get to the side.
Nope, I was there. If I wasn't there, we wouldn't have made contact.
10-4, yeah, we'll check it out after the race, for sure, man.
You're talking about this recent one?
Yeah. It was just tight racing. That's the problem with this, though. The whole problem is you've got to get your nose into places that you got to squeeze it into late in the race because it's so aero dependent. That's really the biggest problem. It's just because it's so tight for space. When you got 3 wide and you got every line pinching the bottom line, it's just tough.
What's they to check he hit you so clearly you was there?
I don't know.
Makes it fun, it also makes it frustrating.
I thought we were talking about other spaces.
Like, that's the problem. So the top pinches the middle pinches the bottom.
Is there a way to
And
talk to just a single player?
if you
on the
get,
mic?
nah, unless you're in their Discord or something, if you get,
You can create a channel,
Send the pace car into the
and
wall.
then they have to add.
1 to go.
Um,
17.1.
you can get a run, but you better clear
on
it.
the inside.
And if you don't, then the middle's going to be dominant still. So I don't know, man. It's going to be a green-white checker, though.
You got this. Jesus is going to take the wheel.
All I'm saying is, if this guy says that the spotters say inside or outside or clear, early or late, whatever it may be, then if my spotter said outside, his spotter definitely said inside. So if he heard inside and still chose to go, that's, you know what I mean? But I heard inside out or something to that effect.
Catch your breath. Easy on those tires, remember. Hi, boss man. Take the tires off. Be ready. Green, green, green. Good, man. You're doing good. Keep it up. Outside. Couple more. Still outside. 13.1. 6, 2. God, look. Go get him. Still there. Still there. Still out there. Too wide outside. Still there. Still there. Still there. 1 outside. Working outside. Still outside. 2 outside. Still there. The white flag. Still there. 55.3.
No push.
4. Still there. Still there. The lead is did a 55.071. 1 only out there. Ricky in turn 1. Still outside. Nice work, buddy. Nice work. Straight and smooth. You're doing it off the top. In and out. Keep it up, buddy. Gonna get you. Whoop, whoop. Here's all outside only. Still out there. Still there. No hole yet. Only 1 outside right now. Still outside. Still outside. Still there, still there. In and out. No hole, no hole. Bad, checker flag. Good job out there, driver. Good solid day.
What a race. Golly.
Great track for a 60. Yeah, girls with blue feathers.
What a race.
Good driving, brother.
It was a great finish. Huge pack there over the line. Good work.
What a race.
Can't wait to watch it again.
Let's look at this finish.
Yeah, the top 6 teams were finished under 4/10 of a second together.
He went below. Yep, he had to go below it. I don't feel so bad. How do we not get fourth? Or third?
David Duke, you're not afraid to make moves, that's for sure.
He definitely hit my bumper.
That was a wild finish.
Like, see, he's on my bumper right there. That's why he's...
Hey, 17, sorry for getting into you a little bit there towards the end. Good save, though.
What happened with the one, though?
All good, man. Good race.
Oh, the one came up. Oh. The one got hit into us. Hell, 17, it wouldn't have mattered. The one got bump drafted into us. That's what caused it all anyway.
How you didn't get turned right there is amazing.
I think you would have been fine coming across there. You
You gave me
barely
another
clipped my
one at
nose.
10-15?
Yeah, but the one got bump drafted into us. Watch the one get hit. So it wasn't even on him. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to do the 10-15. Let's go look at that save, though. What lap would that have been? Maybe right here?
Man, that was wild.
There it is. Oh, that doesn't do it any justice. I'm going to try something. Oh, man.
That was bigger than it looked.
Oh, this is phenomenal. Camera control. I never knew you could do that. Boy, she's sideways. How did that save? Let's take a look from the in-car.
You wrecked, you just didn't crash.
That's exactly what happened. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you get lucky. All right, let's go run the next 10-15. That guy said, "You're definitely not scared to make a move." No, you're absolutely right, I'm not. All right, so that was fun. That was a good race. Those are the kind of iRacing races I really like, man. Like, there wasn't too much.
Hi.
Excuse me, sorry, y'all. What's up, Liam?
You can hit me if you want.
Who's hitting who?
When did you go live?
What? At 8 o'clock. But it says I've only been live for 43 minutes. That's weird.
Resetting at the end of pit road.
Okay. Wait, why do you always have to calibrate your wheel?
That is a good question. I run IRFFB, which is a third-party force feedback app. When you download it, it says you need to calibrate it whenever you go into a new car. But my brain thinks that means that when you go into a new server, like when the server resets, to me, it probably just resets everything. And for ease of mind, I guess you could say, I just recalibrate every time I go into a new server. Like going from practice to qualifying, I won't reset it unless we go from a practice server to a race server. Then I'll reset it, but that's why.
Okay.
Plus, it's not a bad habit to get into because then you know for sure your wheel is always synced with that particular server you're in, or you know what I'm saying, your wheel is always synced with your simulator no matter what server you're in. It's not a bad habit.
Sup, Duke?
Not a bad habit at all. What's up? What? What? There we go.
I do it all the time ever since I have seen you doing it.
And it just makes sense, you know?
Enjoying the chalky ice cream and pudding.
Nice.
Do you have to change setup for each race or does it automatically do it? Any tips on getting through Has a line?
It's a pain in the ass.
Outside. And clear.
What's up here?
What's up, Glenn? There you go.
59.387.
Hang on.
Inside. Still inside. Still inside. In and out. Right on me. Inside. Clear. Inside. Too wide inside. Clear, clear, clear.
He moved a block. Almost had it.
Steering wheel feel okay?
All right. Let me get back.
We got damage on the front end.
Whoa.
We've got damage on the back end.
Easy there, guy. All right. So the disabled controls. There is a guy named Shane Miel. That's H-M-I-E-L. He's a former NASCAR Cup driver, sprint car driver, but he had probably the nastiest wreck I've ever seen anybody survive at Terre Haute. He flipped a sprint car, and I'm talking about, when I say cage first into the concrete barrier, I mean cage just head first. Broke his back in several spots. He's not quadriplegic because he can still, I don't know how
What's up,
that's
buddy?
classified, right? But I know he can't like walk, but he has to use hand controls for iRacing. I would suggest going and looking him up and asking him what he's got, because he could help you out better than I could. As far as setup goes, who asked that? Dylan. No, this is a fixed setup server. So what that means is everybody has the same setup. That setup in particular is loaded into the server by iRacing. Now, there are open set servers where you have to provide your own setup or build your own setup, whatever it may be. You go buy one from a setup shop, but you have to run your own setup and you have to adjust it during the race. And with the fixed setup, there's only 3 things we can change. That's the steering ratio, steering offset, and brake bias. If this was an open setup, all of these, everything would be changeable. So spring rate, shocks, caster, camber, toe, all that stuff would be changeable in an open setup race. But iRacing provides us with this fixed setup in these servers. 10-4.
3, that was just off left of the station.
Not yet. Close. Very close.
Inside quarter. Clear, clear, clear. Good job. 52.894. That was just off left of the station.
Trying to time a run at the start-finish line here.
Working the bottom. Still there. Still there. 53.245. They're low.
What's up, Brad? Thanks, bro. All right.
Here we come, guys. Leading on me.
I think we're going to be all right. Oh, he pulled right down in front of him.
Outside. Outside clear.
Full send. What's up, trucker?
What's up, man?
Here we come. And away now. That short mark now. Turn in, nice and smooth. Oh my. If it's speeding on pit road. Gonna make you come down the pit road. You got it. Alright. Another little challenge for the day. Remember to blend line, blend line. We come those up 10 away, 5 away. That's your mark now.
That works. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
there might be a little bit of smoke there.
All right, we got 2 minutes until
Be ready, fellas. Gonna stick. Get out there, get a good look at everything. Make sure we can change our tires. Make sure everything looks okay.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get some more water, and I'll be back just a second.
Samsung Ice. I remember one Duke went to get ice and missed the start of the race, haha. Intermission presented by hashtag not sponsored by Samsung Ice. Time up. He's going to miss qualifying.
Plenty of time.
We're in here, Duke. Good luck, Duke. I will push like hell if I catch up to ya.
Oh boy. Everybody's in here, huh? Let's go.
I tried to get in, but I'm on a split lower.
We've got damage on the back end.
Gotcha, Adam.
Damn scared the shit out of me.
I figured it would.
Wrong pedal or what?
No, I did it on purpose. I shouldn't have done that because it's a 4X. I'm sorry. I didn't think about us being in the race server already. That's my bad. My bad. That was That was uncalled for.
Lol, that was in or what?
I forgot about us being already in the race lobby. My bad. That was dumb. Something ain't right. No. Didn't feel right. As it is. That way. My gosh, dude.
Green. Fifty-six point seven six seven. Checker.
Ah. Dang.
Hee hee, what y'all get lol.
Nice lap, bud. Nice lap.
What happened?
We got beat by. Ooh. A whole hundredth. 12 thousandths, if you want to be exact. I thought it was a little bit closer. We got beat by 12 thousandths on the pole.
It's all good. Duke with the heater lap.
No, Adam with a heater lap.
Dang, no one qualified.
We did.
Oh,
Last
one to go.
race of the
You're on the outside. We do not have to worry about gas.
This
right?
will
We
do
are
it.
not concerned about fuel at all. 10-4.
The estimated SOF is 2,000.
670.
It's competitive out there. Head down, stay sharp.
Closed. The road's closed.
This feels tense.
It's gonna be. Did you see the last race? The last race was real good.
We have two.
It was one of the best races we had.
What happened?
I think we went up P4, but man, it was some driving that it took. It was impressive to say the least. If you ask me. I don't know what you guys thought. But I thought it was pretty good. Like, real good.
Ready to see an all-timer then. P2 like it's gonna be a good night tonight for racing P2. What will it do if you pass the safety car?
Black flag me.
Bump draft this pace car.
I mean, you go right through the pace car.
What y'all get lol? What happened? It's all good.
All right, boss man, you have yourself a great day today. I'll just tell you when it flags out. Be ready.
Playing mind games with P1. Let M know Chef is in the kitchen.
P1's in the chat.
Green flag. The road is open. Inside. Still there. Good, doing good. Don't get caught in this trap. Still inside. Still inside. inside, 1 inside, 1, 2, 21, 3, 1, still inside. Still there. Still inside. Still there. Still inside. Still inside. Still there, inside. 51.653. Still inside. Still inside. Too wide inside. Rigging in turn 3. Too wide inside. 1 inside. I think we're under caution here.
Man, that
Rigging in
sucks.
turn 3. Two roads closed. Line up behind the pace car.
Adam, that sucks.
That's my fault. It totally said
Shucks.
clear to the bottom.
One, I guess.
Sorry, guys.
Big wreck behind you.
That's a bummer. That is a bummer. Where's the pace car?
Open, open.
Right there in front of you.
Yes, it was.
He took that push and did something with it while he could at least. It said clear. I was just gonna slow his line up. May been a dumb move, but oh well.
It's alright. I made dumb moves too.
Closed. Two roads closed.
At Adamape 47, that was good. Hard driving. Can't be mad at that.
Nah.
I don't trust that you're clear.
Yeah, sometimes it's tight. You gotta judge it really good if you're gonna do it.
It's a gamble, especially on these tracks. At Charles Abbott, neither do I am always clear in my mind. Does it cause a few incidents? Maybe.
Yep. It's alright. Who cares? It'll be alright.
I can at least blame on my age and hard of hearing.
Checking out. It's DW here, buddy. You got me?
Who crashed?
Yes, sir, DW.
Them's the
Man,
breaks.
it's taken a
You
few
don't
weeks
wanna
here, but
crash.
it looks like you
Stay
finally
out
got
in
your arms
years.
around this. You practiced
what
well,
it
you
is.
qualified well. What can we expect today, buddy? I think you better expect an exciting race. It's going to be an exciting race for all the fans, but we'll go out there and we'll see what we got. All right, good luck to you guys, and thanks for talking to us. 17.141.
Adam crashed. He's in the chat.
You got this. DW knows. Yay, I've done about fell out of a class between running Indy and late models, so who cares?
Oh, I fell out of A class after week 13. Back out of A class. This seems like a long caution, no?
Well, they put me in a few class because I wrecked too many people. I was a wee boy when it started. On my deathbed now.
A wee lad.
You have control. Maintain the pace speed until the restart zone. Then go.
Yeah, climbed up the hill to school in both ways and then 4 feet of snow, eh? Longest caution ever LMAO. That pace car is trying to throw some elbows.
Ready, green flag. Here we go, buddy. Got some clean air, getting that rhythm, nice and smooth. 13.917.
Good start.
Five point six six two. Outside, outside. Still outside. Still out there. Still out there. Two outside. No hole yet. No hole yet. Still there. 51.76. Attaboy, go get his ass. Deleted. Did a 51.491. Still there. The car in C9 just hit the fastest lap. 50.907. Still outside. Still out there. Still outside. Can't tell yet. 527, west of the station.
Come on in, man.
Still out there. In and out. One outside. Still outside. Still
My
outside.
bad.
Still outside. Still out there. Wide outside. 51.651. Stay with him, boss man. There'll be a hole. Still there. The car in C9. Just hit the top of the flat. 50.826. Here's our outside only. Still outside. Still outside. Still there. Still out there. Two wide outside. One outside. Two outside. One outside. Still outside. Two wide outside. Two outside. 51.151. 75 west position. No hole. Still out there. Stop us. Train foot. Outside. Still there. Just put a ride on it, bud. You'll get by. In and out. Still out there. Still there. Still out there. Can't tell yet. Still outside on your quarter. You're clear. Inside, inside, inside. Still there. 51.526. Inside. Hit my man, put it on his ass. Caution, caution.
Man.
Do you happen to get a look at your temps when you're on track right after that caution fell? Pit road is closed. You can line up behind the 5.
Roll back up. LMFAO. Nice racing. LMAO on rails but still clean. Dip, dive, duck, and dodge right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Ken, you're all over the place, dog.
Please reconnect controller.
Alright, looks like you're going to be lining up behind the 5. Should be starting behind the 5.
I am done, can't get over 159, good luck, I am out.
Oh, yeah, you're jumped.
The road's open.
Catch ya tomorrow maybe.
Yeah.
Man, could Fred Flintstone his car faster than 159?
Probably.
At Sheila Buffy the Vampire Slayer rude lol.
But
well,
true.
it was not just to him, pushing it with his feet. Are you gonna be at Dega next year?
Oh, Dega, I don't know. Definitely Daytona though.
Closed.
Yabba dabba bindit.
14. Got the lucky dog. You got a lap car coming to your outside. I think we should be behind
Yabba
at
dabba
14.
didn't get by them.
Do I? Oh, yeah.
Duke, come on, man. Don't look down on the Flintstones. Not in this economic climate.
I'm not. But I'm just saying it's facts. He said rude. I was saying no. I wasn't saying that it's facts that he said that it was rude. It was facts that you said that it could go more than 150 with his feet. That's what I was saying. I just said the facts at the wrong time. He was able to comment before I could get the facts out. And it made it sound like I was talking about him. And we're good.
Ah, yabba dabba, get it now.
Yeah. You do.
Barney, my
Can I
pebbles
go with the
law.
line?
One to go. 14.781. You're going to be on the inside, I believe.
At LLTACTIICZ, amen.
Man, this thing takes forever.
Adam could have done
Blake
5 minutes
Carter.
of repairs and stayed on the lead lap.
Is that Blake Carter? I saw you just join. Are you from Nashville? Well, Nolansville
Probably like 6 laps to go after this.
or out that
Aw,
way?
shucks, she didn't read my comment. I need Burleson to have a talk with her.
Burleson will get her straight.
Hey, buds.
What's up, mid-tier? How we doing tonight, man? I'm getting tired. We need to get done with this race.
Just hanging out for the time being.
Anybody down there in the pits hear that? Yeah, we're working
race.
on it, Earl. We're trying to get
Me
Cody
too.
figured out and stuff messed up. Okay. Pace cars off. Ready. Green. Doing a great job, man. Put the fifth right now. The lead is to 16.758. 13.579. Inside. Still with you inside. Still there. Still inside. That's it, man. Get up there and get dirty. Looking good.
inside. Still inside. In and out, side on. 55.207. Still inside. Still inside. Stay waiting. You're in second position right now. Second. Still there. Clear low. Working the bottom. Still inside. Too wide inside. No hole yet. Still there. Stay on it. Still there. Still there. No hole yet. Still there. Still there.
I want to be in the middle.
0.363. In and out. In and out. Too wide inside.
I hate where I'm at right now.
Open. No hole yet. One inside.
No
Two
one it is.
inside. No hole yet. Still there. In and out, in and out. Still there. Still there. Inside only. Still there. Still inside. Stay with him. Still inside. Still inside. 51.673. In and out. Sit man, put it up on him, bud. Inside only. Ripping in turn 2. On good job.
Wow.
Close.
Wow, long. Dude, just how? Oh, the big push from you too.
Line up behind the 2.
Oh God.
Dude, I can see his whole side of his truck.
How did I move avoided that like a pro? Poor Jesus, that was close. Almost shat my pants.
Like 10 miles an hour faster, and I tried to go to the high side. That was kind of shitty. Throw a block at that point.
We're in a podium position.
2, we were rolling.
10-4.
Go get that win, Mr. Dude. Saluting face, saluting face, saluting face. I thought we were done there for sure. You were gonna be in that wreck, bud. Alright, now 7 minutes till we start and you win it.
Pit road is open.
Are you racing tomorrow night?
Yeah.
I got a Dega truck win today, led only 2 laps long.
Nice.
Yo, Matt. Mike. Yeah. We ain't got no real tailgate. It's gone, big dog.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I don't know.
Hey, Dave, would we mind taking a look at my right front here?
Yeah, come on up.
That was a smile and wave Kodak moment with
Keep
the
coming
leader
up.
right
Come
there
on,
long.
come on, come on, come on, come on.
Building
All right,
a
so we're
race
going to have to
rig
come around
tomorrow.
the 5.
It's crinkled by the headlight.
My finish
Maybe
is
line up behind the 2.
third and second in a
I
fist.
would run it like it is, but you can. It's not terrible. It is crinkled up by the right front though.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I think I'm going to stay out.
I would choose to stay out if I saw it, but that's your call.
The road's closed.
My internet went out
14.
and I came back
There's a
to
lucky
finish
dog.
second in the last race was
We're
so
going to have a
pumped.
Nice.
car coming outside.
That's rowdy, Adam.
Listen, you're gonna lose 4/10 a lap, but if it were me directly behind me, I
Should
can
be
stay out.
behind the 2. All right, buddy. Line up behind the 14.
Yeah. He's not going to be directly behind me.
A fixed is just track position this week. I lost all of those races on strategy and pit road. Is it gonna be a green-white checkered flag?
A natural
I don't understand
green-white
blocking
checker.
like that. I get closing laps, but it's Dega, you never want to lead long.
Man,
It's
me
fine,
and
but if
we
you
had
want
a
to pit and drop
run.
20 spots, I won't be mad LMAO.
We had a run. Me and the two were locked up, man.
Whatever
we were
you
getting
do,
there.
don't do Joey Logano blocks
Good looking
long.
truck, Travis.
A big run indeed. P1
Appreciate
was
that,
seeing
man.
P11 flash before their eyes.
If you don't mind me asking, which one is it? Because somebody said it wasn't what I have it on.
That MF was Buddha blow up, that's how hard you are
It's
pushing
a
hall.
red, white, and kind of gold outside.
It was.
Okay, yeah. 10-4, thank you, yeah. It's updated then, appreciate it.
I was gonna mess with you like so many people and say, you can't pass me when everybody's talking about catch up, tighten the field up. You're still right around under caution.
2 to green? My god.
Yeah, now we got one here. So it's going to be a natural green-white checker.
It was
We're
getting
on one
pretty
to go.
toasty right there before that caution hall.
16.80.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, I think we're going to be on the outside.
We had such a run, though, I didn't want to stop. We were rolling, man.
Checkers or wreckers time. Incoming David Duke W.
Maybe. We'll
The
see.
bugs on your windshield made me think I cracked my phone. SMDH.
That's funny. That is funny.
When David Duke wins, America wins.
It's debatable depending on where you're at.
Facts.
All right. Well,
At Austin Mitchell, okay, settle down there, cowboy. Got a bone to pick with you too, by the way, haha. At mid-tier, you aren't the only one. We're sitting here trying to scratch it off.
Hey, man, you start the race. Let's see when the flag comes out. You ready?
Win it or wreck it. If you ain't first, you last. Come on, buds, we got this.
Green, 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 green. Pit road is open. The lead is good on 17.18. Man, you've been doing a hell of a job, buddy. 14.227. Next car from position. Did you say the next car from position?
No,
Yeah, never
come
mind.
on.
Outside. Still there at your door.
I thought I was going to be clear there. He said clear. Did he not say
outside.
clear? He didn't say anything, did he?
You're right outside.
All right, here we go.
Still there.
Whoa.
In and out. You're wide outside. Braking on the back stretch. Still there. Still there. One outside. Still outside. Clear high, door outside. Still there. Still outside. Working the outside. Yeah, buddy, one more time, man.
In and out, no hole. One outside.
That was my bad.
27, 2, 3. You're
Damn
clear.
it, that's my
Ricky on the
bad.
front stretch. Keep it up, my
Damn.
man. Tell him you're on the way.
I thought I was clear because he had a good run coming on the outside, inside, and I thought I was going to tuck behind him. 100% my fault.
Ricking on the back stretch.
You sent it and sent it, you did.
I did. 100% on me.
Clear.
Sorry, y'all.
Blame y'all, it happens, no lifting.
That was 100% on me.
Ricking in turn 4.
Win big, wreck big.
Wow, good race, everyone. Where'd 14 come from?
That drop to the
I
bottom
lagged
is
out on
clear.
the first restart, got my 2 laps back, and somehow won.
Good try, dude.
Well, we finished. Man, that was unfortunate, really.
Check a flag.
I got a great restart.
Get over there, get out of the car.
And I thought, because here's the thing, right?
You
on
sent it
every,
going for a win, nothing to be disappointed about there.
yeah, every one of these restarts, the top gets going first, and then the bottom gets going. So I was
Still
thinking,
didn't finish last even with a square wheel or too long.
yeah. So I was thinking, since I was first in line on the top, the guy behind me really wasn't on me that well. So I thought, let me get down in front of the bottom, and I can counter that move that they're going to have out of 2. I'll be on the bottom and lead with the momentum coming out of 2 on the bottom.
Check
I thought I was
text before
clear.
you come up. Forgot my meds.
Okay. I thought I was clear, but I wasn't. I should have waited a little bit longer, and I think we would have had a way better outcome. But hindsight's 20/20, right? Let's go look at some things, shall we? We were going to be all right because they were going to have a run. Let's see, hang on. Yeah, see, we all were going to have our runs, and I think the bottom was going to be better off of 2, and I screwed up and went way too early. Oh.
Damn near clear. Couldn't have judged it closer if you tried.
Yeah, it's just bad call. I should have waited just a little bit longer because, like I said, if you look here, the bottom line is more formed all throughout the field because you got a break right here in the top. And we would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 solid cars, man. And we would have had to run off of 2.
That's insane that the 14 won that race. Watch the last lap following him. That was wild.
And we just went too early. That's sad. This guy was trying to shove us out of the way here, which I don't blame him. I see. All right.
I want to see the 14 truck.
Yeah, we're gonna go see that too. So I'm shoving. We're pretty square. Shoving. I'm getting a little squirrely, but not horrible, considering we're shoving in real tight. And then I get a little bit off square. And we're still alright though. No, we're still going pretty straight. I wasn't against him then.
How do you
I
make
guess.
it to the checkered without a meatball with that much damage?
That's a good question. Right there is where it went wrong. Right, so I come down,
At Tim Smith
he slides
Magic.
up, and then we get off a little bit, and it gets him squirrely, and then that's the end of it. Once that hit took place right there, like right here, so we're good. We're still good, but now we're not. Once that hit took place, we were done. Right there. Because if you see, we kind of get off each other's bumper right here, and then that's where I hit him right there, and then my momentum carries me to his inside, and bam. It was just a chain reaction of unfortunate stuff. Where was the 14 at? He's not even in the screen. Oh, that was a hard hit. All right, let's go watch the 14 real quick, then I got to get upstairs. He's in position 18th? He's 18th at the white flag? What?
I get the slightest damage and get a meatball, then it won't count your lap.
Oh, he's sitting it. How did he win? I mean, somebody's going to protest that.
Absolutely not. He was below the yellow for a quarter-mile LMAO. He went 3 wide. There's no going below the yellow line penalty? But what would be the protest? He didn't wreck anyone.
Because it's against iRacing's sporting code.
Should have been the 4 truck. He obviously advanced his position. Against company policy. At Dan Miller about 4 times LMAO. The sporting code to go under yellow line?
Yeah.
Belly Helby was in pit exit. At Dan Miller, no, not in iRacing. The coding is so old they can't fix it, but it's against the sport code.
Oh, that's a hard hit. All right, y'all, we gotta go.